My girlfriend accidentally confessed to cheating during a group chat, so I walked out mid-conversation, broke up with her, and kicked her out of my life. I'm 28, male. I've been dating my girlfriend for about 3 years, and for a while I thought things were going great. At least, that's what I thought until an innocent group chat revealed just how much I didn't know about her. We were part of a friend group that had been meeting regularly for years. Game nights, bar outings, movie marathons, the works. One day, someone started a group chat for an upcoming weekend trip. We were planning logistics, who's driving, who's bringing food, that sort of thing. It was all lighthearted banter until someone made a joke about secrets coming out during the trip, referencing some old scandal involving one of our friends. I didn't think much of it, but my girlfriend chimed in with a cryptic, "Well, secrets have a way of revealing themselves at the worst times." Trust me, I know. The chat went silent for a moment. One of our more nosy friends jokingly pressed her. "Oh, what did you do? Spill." She responded with laughing emojis and said, "Let's just say, I've done some things I'm not proud of, haha." That's when my gut started twisting. Normally, she wouldn't shy away from bragging about her wild stories, but something about her tone seemed off. I didn't say anything in the group, but I leaned over to her. We were sitting on the couch together, and asked, "What's that supposed to mean?" She glanced at me, her expression instantly guarded. "It's nothing, just a joke." But it didn't feel like a joke. Not to me, and it wasn't over. Later that evening, someone else in the group pressed her further in the chat, asking for details about her not proud of comment. To my growing unease, she responded, "It's really not a big deal. Everyone makes mistakes, right? Besides, it's not like he knows." She added a winking emoji. My heart sank. He could have meant anyone, but the implication was clear enough that I felt like someone had dumped a bucket of ice water over my head. I stared at my phone, rereading her message, while the chat erupted with more questions. "OMG, spill? And wait, are we talking about cheating?" flooded in. That's when she sent the message that changed everything. Fine, I hooked up with someone at that music festival last year, but it was a one-time thing, and I was drunk. It doesn't even matter now. The group chat exploded. "What? No way." "Does me no?" were just a few of the reactions. I felt frozen, my mind racing. That festival was one we had attended together. I had left early on the last night, because I had an early work meeting the next day, but she'd stayed behind with friends. She had even insisted I go, saying, "You don't have to worry about me. I'll catch a ride back." I trusted her completely. Now it was all unraveling. Still sitting next to her, I put my phone down and looked at her. She was staring at her own screen, her face pale. "Care to explain that?" I asked, keeping my voice as steady as I could. She looked up, her eyes wide. "It's not what it sounds like." I stood up. "Then what exactly is it? Because it sounds like you cheated on me." The group chat notifications kept pinging as people debated whether she was joking or serious. She reached for my arm, her voice desperate. "It was stupid, okay? I was drunk. I barely even remember it. It didn't mean anything. You didn't think it was worth telling me? Instead, I get to find out in front of all our friends." My voice was rising, and I didn't care anymore. Her tone shifted, becoming defensive. "I didn't tell you because I knew you'd overreact like this. It was a mistake, and I didn't want to ruin what we have." "What we have?" I repeated. "You mean the relationship where I trust you completely, and you keep secrets like this?" She stood up too, crossing her arms. I said it didn't mean anything. "Why are you blowing this out of proportion?" I couldn't believe her audacity. Blowing it out of proportion? She cheated on me, lied about it, and then casually let it slip in a group chat like it was some harmless anecdote. I didn't say another word. I grabbed my keys, walked out of the apartment, and left her standing there, calling after me. I drove aimlessly for a while, replaying the conversation in my head. Her excuses, her defensiveness. It all felt like a slap in the face. The more I thought about it, the angrier I became. She hadn't just cheated. She'd mocked my trust, treating it like an inconvenience rather than the foundation of our relationship. By the time I returned to the apartment later that night, I had made my decision. She was sitting on the couch, her eyes red from crying. "You just left," she said, her voice trembling. "I needed time to think," I replied curtly. "And now I've thought about it." Her expression brightened slightly, as if she thought I might forgive her. "I'm so sorry. I know I screwed up, but we can work through this. No, I said firmly. We can't. I'm done. She froze, blinking rapidly. What? You're just going to throw everything away over one mistake? One mistake? I scoffed. It's not just the cheating. It's the lies, the fact that you never planned to tell me, the way you casually joked about it like it was nothing. You've disrespected me in every possible way. Tears streamed down her face, but I felt no sympathy. She tried to plead, shifting blame onto me. You've been distant lately. I felt like you didn't care, and that night, I was vulnerable. I shook my head. Don't you dare try to make this my fault. You had plenty of chances to tell me the truth, and instead, you decided to keep it a secret. You don't get to rewrite history now. Her demeanor changed again, turning cold. Fine. If you want to end things, then go ahead. But don't act like you're perfect. You've had your flaws too. Maybe I'm not perfect, I said, grabbing a box from the closet. But I never cheated on you. Start packing. She stared at me, stunned. You're kicking me out? Yes, I said bluntly. This is my apartment. You've been living here rent-free while I've paid for everything. You can stay with one of your friends or go wherever you want. But you're not staying here. She tried every tactic to change my mind. Crying, yelling, even threatening to tell her friends I was being unreasonable. But I didn't budge. By the next morning, she was gone, leaving behind only a few boxes of things she couldn't carry. In the days that followed, the group chat was a mess. Some of my friends sided with me, expressing their shock and support, while others tried to stay neutral, claiming it wasn't their place to judge. One person, however, defended her. Everyone makes mistakes. Don't you think you're being too harsh? I shut that down immediately. Cheating isn't a mistake. It's a choice. She chose to betray me, and now she's facing the consequences. Word spread quickly, and soon mutual friends were reaching out, asking for details. I kept it simple. She cheated, I found out, and I ended it. That's all there is to say. Meanwhile, she tried to paint herself as the victim. She told people I was overreacting and that I had kicked her out with nowhere to go. One of my closer friends called me, saying, "She's telling everyone you left her homeless." I laughed bitterly. Homeless? She has family, friends, and plenty of other places to stay. She's just mad. She can't manipulate me anymore. I focused on moving forward. I changed the locks on my apartment, blocked her number, and removed her from every social media account I had. She tried to contact me through mutual friends, but I made it clear I wanted no further communication. The final straw came when she showed up at my workplace, demanding to talk. Security escorted her out, and I filed a formal complaint to ensure she couldn't come back. Months later, I heard she'd moved in with one of her friends. I felt a sense of closure knowing I had completely cut her out of my life. Looking back, I realized that her cheating was just the tip of the iceberg. Her entitled behavior, her lack of accountability, and her willingness to manipulate others all pointed to a deeper issue. Ending things wasn't just the right decision. It was the only decision. Now, I'm focusing on myself and building a future free of her drama. If there's one lesson I've learned, it's this. Trust is everything, and once it's broken, there's no going back.